How you guys doing? This is very important. Have you ever heard of the history of the Pretty Boy Floyd situation of people holding a good-looking person hostage and them threatening the person with mutilation, with their extortion? You know, there's laws in America, and there's laws in probably most countries in reference to that. But in reference to these people holding me hostage and threatening to damage my anatomy if they couldn't get away with stealing my beautiful parents' estates. You know, my parents was very beautiful too, you know. Whether somebody thinks I'm attractive or not, that's, certain opinions. But people have called me a good looking guy, you know, time to time or whatever. But the point of information of these men holding me hostage and threatening me with physical mutilation, such as them damaging my teeth or face of what they have done, there's military law against that. And don't forget, I didn't come from a poor family. I was born super rich in reference to my mother and father and grandparents. So, in reference to figuring out who these people are and categorizing it as their fraud, their attempts of murder, their Pretty Boy Floyd scam, such as them holding me hostage, ripping me off, them stealing my lawsuit monies, them stealing insurance monies, them stealing benefits and checks from companies that tried to send me money, or monies and accomplishments and revenues that I was supposed to have received. They're trying to make me burp. This ally man is. But in reference to the information, there's laws against that. Them threatening me physically and trying to muscle me to steal from me. There's military law against that. There's like SWAT team activity and international beauty protection status. You know, in reference to my mother and father's estates, it's never signed, never, never gave, never, never sold, never. I'm the owner forever. So in reference to people that are trying to steal, trying to abuse me, trying to hurt me, and damaging things in their extortion scheme, there's serious, military actions or international laws that these people need to get stopped, from them burning me remotely from satellite or them trying to get close to me to damage my anatomy. See, my mother and father and the parameters and the diagrams of information of my anatomy are there for a reason. They're there for a reason, for the facts of things being the way they're supposed to be. Not based on somebody's opinion. Not based on somebody's attitude or thoughts in reference to them, whoever somebody is. My attributes, my birthrights, my anatomy, my beauty. That these people did not have a right damaging my teeth or face. They don't have any right trying to shrink my penis or trying to steal my penis. They won't ever have no legal right. My family heritage is my family heritage. So in reference to these people trying to steal, damaging things, it's criminal charges against their people. Their people blocking me from monies or blocking me from my trust funds. Their people need to get prosecuted. It's criminal what they're trying to do. And, other countries can come into America and hold court cases against these people, and they can bring security personnel against these people. And it's very serious. And in reference to these people criticizing me, abusing me with satellites and their illegal laser surveillance or handheld devices that they've tried to use to try to damage things on my body and what they have already done, there's got to be court cases. The point of information of them damaging my upper lip, them trying to play whatever augmentations or trying to bend my face out of shape or bending bones of the face or the jawline. These people say, well, these people hate you because of your looks. Well, my looks came from my mother and father. I'm sure if somebody thought about you I'm sure there's probably somebody that could nitpick on you and criticize you. Maybe your looks aren't that important to you. Maybe things aren't important to you in many ways. And you're just a criminal and you're trying to play your muscling trick of things you don't own, things you could never own, and things you don't have a right touching or damaging. So you're going to need to go into court, whoever you are. I'm the only child of my mother and father. Your satellite surveillance is still hitting me right here on the cheek and the upper lip. You have to explain every time you're touching me and where you've been touching me, because whatever you're communicating, I've never understood what you were trying to communicate when you've been hitting me in the face or teeth or mouth or anything. I don't hang out with you. I don't socialize with you. And you're violating my rights of segregation from your hostility of your satellite controllers and your hatred and jealousy or 7 deadly sins or fatal attraction or whatever your problems are. And you know, my parents spent a lot of money on me going to the dentist. And you don't have a right damaging things or messing anything up. You need to go into court. You don't have a right damaging my face or teeth. You need to go to court. You don't have a right trying to change my face or my teeth or my large penis size into small penis size. You don't have no right. You won't ever have no right. Everything on my anatomy is real. My big penis is real. You have no right trying to control it. I don't date your race or your daughter or your friend, and I won't ever. And there's restraining orders on you and your friend. So everything you're trying to do, everything you've been doing is criminal. You've been blocking me from monies and checks from governors and mayors, as somebody communicated from a governor or mayor's office, I'm not sure. But, you know, you're still hitting me in the face. You are a psycho freak, or maybe you're a psycho murderer man, or you're a psycho killer man, or whatever you are. But there's been restraining orders. That's why they have to do research to see if there's been restraining orders on you and your people before, whoever you are, that's been damaging my face and teeth. Or anybody that's tried to steal my penis size because I have a large penis. Most guys say they have a large penis, but mine is documented in reference to my identity and my family history of who my father and mother are. See, it's important that it's documented because my father had a really big penis too. And so did my grandfathers. So it's very important. And my mother had big teeth. My father had big teeth. Both my parents' dental records are on record. And you don't have a right damaging my teeth. And there's a diagram of my identity and my anatomy that is always supposed to be documented in reference to, it's documented, and you're not allowed to alter or damage things. And don't forget, I had full body injuries when I was a little boy from these dirty government people trying to hurt me. And when they did. The Supreme Court even has documents that say that people are not allowed to try to hurt me at all. I don't have nothing to do with these people that are trying to play tricks. I'm the only child of my mother and father. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. And the person that's hitting me in the face with satellite transmissions, we need to know what you're doing that for. I don't want your communications of you touching my face or teeth, no matter what you're trying to say at any time ever. You're violating my personal anatomy. You're violating my personal space. You're going to need to go to court, man. Or they need to apprehend you, or obviously they need to stop you from pushing satellite buttons. And people want to see it advertised why you thought you ever had this status of damaging my teeth or face or any parts of my anatomy, and why you thought you had any right trying to steal my penis. Need that on record too, man. And why you thought you had any connection to my mother and father's estates. The Royal Protocol in the media that's in every film and every TV show that shows the information tells you don't have a right contesting my ownership. You don't have a right making up lies to slander my character or to try to frame me. You're violating royal diplomatic immunity laws. And then you tried to fabricate lies to try to frame me for things you made up, or without one of your agents was trying to frame me or something. I have nothing to do with you, dirty government man, or your dirty agents, or your tricks. I'm the only child of my mother and father, and you've damaged my face, you've damaged my teeth, and you need to put it on paper in the courtroom and transcripts for why you did that. And of course, the American Dentist Association and the International Dentist Association would like to know that information too. Because you never had a right. My teeth are all real teeth. And you never had a right touching any of them. Or damaging any of them. And you damaged and broke 5 of the front teeth. They should have healed by now. But you kept damaging them every day. That satellite that you're using right there is damaging the teeth right now. They're not your teeth. It's not your life. You're damaging my life. I don't owe you nothing, dirty government man. My parents didn't owe you nothing, and you made up anything that you ever tried to get. You made up your lies, and you need to go to court. You have no legal right damaging my face or teeth, or stealing my penis, or trying to steal my genetics. You don't have a right, man. You're going to need to go to court.